Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kim and today we're doing my May wrap up. So, how did I do in May? Well, not that good. I did read a total of 12 books, but I only managed 3,327 pages. That broke down to 107 pages per day, which is not good for me. I didn't read any chunky books this month. For star ratings, I gave out 2 3 stars, 8 4 stars, and 2 5 stars. That averages out to a total of 4 stars for the month. So I've had a pretty good reading month, I just haven't read all that much. So shall we go through what I actually read this month and what for? Let's do it. So the first book that I read this month was To Cage a God by Elizabeth May. This one is a very pretty book. It is very, very pretty. It is a very pretty Illumicrate edition. Stunning book. This, for me, though, it kind of fell short in the middle. I liked the beginning. I liked the ending. But the middle was a little bit hit and miss for me. So this did only get 3 stars. Then we entered into the final book support group for this month, round 12. So I picked up books that met prompts for that. And the first one that I picked up was Tales of the Celestial Kingdom by Su Lin Tan. This was to read a new release in a series. So this arrived just a couple of days before the final book support group and it's quite a shorty, so it's also another pretty book. So I thought I'd get this on there. And I enjoyed this. I did enjoy it. I just wished it was fleshed out a little bit more. That's the only gripe. It's short stories and I just wish it was fleshed out a little more. But I did enjoy it. So it did get 4 stars. Then the next one that I read was Heartstopper Volume 4. I borrowed this from my library and I absolutely loved it. I love the Heartstopper series. This got 5 stars. Love the characters, love Nick and Charlie, just love all the little adventures that these two go on together. So yeah, that got 5 stars. The next one was on Final Book Support Group to read a graphic novel or a manga, and for this I decided to pick up Berserker Volume 2 by Keanu Reeves. Loved this. I love our main character and I love the story that he's telling his past. I really enjoyed this. It got 4 stars. And I cannot wait to pick up Volume 3. The next one was on Final Book Support Group to read a final book. At least this is the final book for now. Volume 6 hasn't been released yet. It was Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. Again, loved this. I can't wait for Volume 6. I feel like our hearts are going to be broken, but I can't wait for Volume 6. This also got 5 stars. The next one was on Final Book Support Group for a poll pick, so I went over to the Discord and popped an emoji poll pick on there and they helped me decide and they picked out Diamonds Are Forever by Ian Fleming for me. This, I did enjoy it, but not as strong as others that I've read so far in the series. Usually I can imagine the movie in my mind as I'm reading along, but for this one I just couldn't. I can't remember the movie at all for this one. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. But I did enjoy parts of it, so it did get 3 stars. That was the end of the Final Book Support Group. I didn't manage to get as many books on as I wanted to for Final Book Support Group, but we did keep reading in the month. If the angle's changed a little bit, that's because I'm pre-filming this because I need to return these books to the library. So my next read was His and Hers by Alice Feeney. I really enjoyed this. I love Alice's writing. She knows how to write characters. She knows how to keep you guessing. I really enjoyed this. It got 4 stars. And I'm kind of sad that I got to return it to the library. The next one was an ARC kindly sent to me by the publisher. It was Crave by Maria Lovett. This is a volume, I think it's 1 through 5, bound up into one edition. I enjoyed this. I loved the premise and I liked the characters. The only gripe that I had was this was all based around like an app. You could put what you crave into this app and it would help you get what you crave. The only thing was all the characters just seem to crave sex and linking up with people that they have feelings for. So they could do so much more with the Crave app, I think. So that's the only reason it got knocked down a star, and it got 4 stars. The next one that I read was another library book. It was Harlan Coben's Miracle Cure. Again, absolutely loved this book. Oh, still got a bookmark in there, I need to take that out. Again, Harlan Coben knows how to write his characters. He knows how to keep you guessing, and I've only read a couple, but the twists and the reveals in Harlan Coben's books you do not see coming. So for me, again, 4 star. The next one was another arc sent to me by the publisher. It was Cold Hearted by Leah Stone and Julie Hall. This was really good. It was a great setup for a brand new fantasy series. It was quite light in places, but I did enjoy the characters, and I liked that it was quite easy to follow along. So for me, this got 4 stars, and I cannot wait to continue this series. And the next one is another library book. It was Lord of the Flies by William Golding, and I enjoyed this one. This is a classic. It contains kids, and yet I kind of enjoyed this. There were parts of it that I didn't necessarily get along with, like some of the language was quite old that was used, and it's quite fat-phobic. So yeah, there's some parts that I didn't like, but I liked the adventure. I got along with the characters. So for me, this one got 4 stars. And the final book, which I only finished a couple of minutes ago, was Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. This was a different setup for a book. It was like the narrator was taking you down memory lane of his family's past, about how everyone in his family has killed someone, and I really quite enjoyed this. And I don't know why. I liked the characters. I liked our narrator. He was easy to follow along with, and I liked like each different story that he took you through, each one of his family members. I liked that. So yeah, for me it did get 4 stars, and I cannot wait to read more from this author. So there you go, that is everything that I read in the month of May. I didn't do all that well, I didn't do all that bad, I didn't read anything chunky this month, which is going to hinder me for next month, which you'll see in my TBR, but I did come out with a 4-star average rating, so I had a pretty good month. I did feel a bit slumpy though, but we'll move on to next month and see what I can read there. As always, down in my description box you can find a link to all of my socials. Come give me a follow on Goodreads on Instagram and on X. You can like this video, you can comment, and you can subscribe if you want to. Want to let me know you're here without actually talking to me? Leave me some sort of fruit emoji, and I'll see you next time. Doodles.